Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. January 4th. So I was down in Brantford, Ontario, visiting my sister over the holidays, and I was talking to her neighbor buddy, who's a retired lady. And she was saying January's a good month for them. They get some more Trudeau dough. Now, this gal isn't stupid. She doesn't think the money's actually free, but she is a pensioner on a fixed income. I'll come to the sums in a moment. So anyways, in Ontario, the level of poverty is $19,930. Call it $20,000, and yeah, that would leave you pretty impoverished, all right. With the price of housing, rent, etc. I needn't get into the details there. So anyways, I said, well, what do you get this month then? You know, if you don't mind my asking. She didn't, so I took some notes, and here they are. Well, federally, there's a GST HST credit of $116.75. But that's only every 3 months, 4 times a year. Hence part of why January is a bonus month. Every month she gets Trillium, $80.48. And Trillium is provincial, Ontario provincial sales tax credit and Ontario energy and property tax credit. Again, $80. So we have the 116.75 again, once every 3 months, the 80.48 every month. And then every 3 months, 4 times a year is, and this is the one that I find interesting and want to get into, is the Climate Action Incentive, the CAI, Climate Action Incentive. Yes. That's Trudeau telling us that the carbon tax isn't really a tax because we get back everything we pay. Well, 2 points. Let me take you to the elderly woman's finances. Trudeau recently doubled, and I'm not sure if he did it for just 6 months or for a year. That would be only 2 or 4 payments, let's not forget. He doubled the climate action incentive to help us all out from $102.58 to $205.16. So this old gal will get, instead of just $80 a month and 48 cents, she'll get $402.39 in January, which indeed is a bonus for her. But now let's go back to the climate action incentive, because this Trudeau keeps saying it's not a tax. Everybody gets their carbon tax back. Well, in the first place, it's only if you're below the poverty line do you get the climate action incentive back. And prior to doubling it, which I'm not sure how many more payments it'll be doubled for, it's not in perpetuity, but $102 every 3 months. Is that going to cover the carbon tax just on a commuter's carbon tax on his fuel to drive to work? Pretty sketchy there. But the whole concept that the government is going to take my tax money, count it all, go through all the levels of bureaucracy, and I get the full amount back? Does that make sense? I call it bean counters. Farmer grows 100 beans, so the bean counter's got to count them. He takes a bean, he needs to get fed. It goes to another department of the government, another bean's taken, blah, blah, blah. How many bean counters handle that carbon tax before who's ever below the poverty line only is supposed to get it back? Yeah, what a bunch of hogmarole, eh? Whew, crazy, crazy. But yeah, 20 grand a year. What's that come to? The $19,930 comes to what, $1,660 some odd dollars a month? You can't even rent a 2-bedroom apartment for that in Southern Ontario with your electricity and heat put in, let alone run an automobile. Yeah, okay. But it's not a tax, Trudeau says. right. Well, that's all I had to say. The Climate Action Initiative. Thanks there, Justin. I'm sure the people living at and below the poverty line in Canada really really rocking on that money.